People always ask, like, how much do you run, or what does it take? How do you have to do that? And my usually go-to answer is run as much as possible, which is challenging in its own, not just the physical and time aspect, but I have a family of 5 kids and a wife and full-time job and all that, the stuff that people have in life. I'm Adam Berens. I work in the paint protection film and window tinting at Vern Eide Honda. So the window tinting, it's a really hands-on process. We have to cut all the film with our hands and heat shrink it to fit each car. It's a pretty in-depth process. A lot of attention to detail needs to be taken. The paint protection film, we have a machine that gets to cut out a kit specifically for each car, and we squeegee this film onto the paint, and it helps protect the paint. Yeah, it's something that when you start off doing it, it's very challenging and different, but the more you do it, the easier these things get. Probably 8 years ago, I had made some big changes in my life. Steps of faith, changes in my lifestyle. Wanted to be better at a lot of things, and I had this extra energy and just all of a sudden started running. It started with I would run at night because I was embarrassed to be seen running which is silly. It's silly to say now, but just started running for health reasons, dieting reasons, and then it just all of a sudden turned into I saw this 5K race and let's try a race. What the heck? And next thing was I got this idea of what about a half marathon, and then it just evolved from there. I had done a few full marathons. And I had a coworker, a great friend of mine, say that he had this interest in a 100-mile race. And I had no idea there was even such a thing. And I went straight onto Facebook and looked at who are these people? What is this? My mind was blown. And from there on, it was, we started off with like a 30-mile race. And it was just that, to me then, was a crazy long distance, and I didn't even know if I could make it. And over time, it's just evolved into more and more, bigger races, and just kind of pushing that envelope a little further to see what I'm capable of doing. So depending on the race, the longer ones, you have to be prepared to be out there for a long time, longer than what you want to be. In the beginning, you're so full of energy and hype and just so excited to go, and you could feel like you could run as fast as you want forever, but you can't. I've learned over the years you have to start off slow and pace yourself. So in the beginning, everyone's excited, everyone's running together fast. But as the race goes on, obviously those miles take their toll, and they always do. So many times I've wanted to just step off the course and be like, I'm done. I'm done with this. This isn't important. But you have to come in with the mindset that you're going to finish these things and continue on regardless, because you're always going to be hurting and it's going to be hard. Once you get to the finish line, you get just so full of joy and a great accomplishing feeling, and it's a special moment, when you finish these races. Just the journey that you've been through, because it's a journey. So yeah, to make those big changes in your life, it just seems to help, just that first one little step. And it's not just one step, it's a one step forward each day. You just gotta keep showing up, keep trying, regardless of how it turns out. Same with like window tinting. Like, you start off, it's gonna be hard, you're gonna throw all this film away, but as time goes on, and all these things in life, that you just continually get better at it if you show up and do the work.